Hello everyone. This is the first of two videos in which I want to show you some of the things that I've learned through the teaching of an entirely online class, which I'm teaching right now. I'm teaching Spanish to a group of teacher educators located in different parts of the world, and it's all done via Skype. Um, and we're also using other open source resources such as Google Drive and Blogger. So one of the things that we're doing is that we are recording our sessions, our Skype sessions, and we have an archive of lessons, not only for teaching and learning purposes, but also for research purposes, because we have turned this activity into an action research project, as we figure that for those of us involved in language teacher education, it would be very useful to make use of open source resources to learn and teach a language. So I'm going to show you just a screen capture of a lesson so that you can get a sense of what we do. Um, the person on the left side is my supervisor, Professor Antoinette Gagné from the University of Toronto. She's in Toronto. And then we also have Kirsten Lauritsen, who's in Norway. And this is me, and I am in Milton, Ontario, which is a suburb 45 kilometers west of Toronto. We also have other people in the class, like Jerry Smith in Glasgow, Scotland, who's often Skyping from France when she goes to her country house. Antoinette often also Skypes from anywhere around the world. And we also have someone in British Columbia and another person in Manitoba. So this is what a lesson looks like. So one of the things that we do while we Skype is that we often share our screens so we can explain or show pictures or details of anything that we're discussing at the moment. And Shishtan is particularly discussing on this lesson a trip that she made to a small island on a ferry in Norway. So I'm just going to fast forward a little bit so that you can see some of the screen sharing. So we meet twice a week for 1 hour each session. We meet on Mondays at 10 a.m. Toronto time. And then we also meet 1 week we meet on Wednesday, and then the other week we meet on Friday to try to accommodate everybody's busy schedule. Not everyone is available for all classes, which is when these screen captures come in very handy as well. All right, so now I'm going to move on into the other resources. So we also use a textbook. The textbook is called Vistas, and we chose this textbook because it has a particularly robust online environment. which is full of resources, which includes a virtual text. So when my BC students and world travelers are somewhere away from home, they don't have to carry their heavy textbook. They can just use this virtual version, and it's pretty easy to go to any page. Like right here, I'm going to page 258. I just hit enter, and voila, here it is. So this is the virtual textbook. There's also lots of videos, such as the book's silly sitcom that has characters that represent different accents of or Spanish varieties. So here's just to give you an idea of what it looks like. So one of the things that you can do is that you can actually choose English or Spanish subtitles. All right, so that is just to give you an example of or an idea of what the book looks like. It's full of resources, grammar explanations. There's a small virtual professor that gives students immediate feedback. You can also practice your pronunciation and record your answers. I myself, as a teacher, can provide feedback in writing or using my voice, depending on the activity. It also has tests and the book also has a lot of cultural contents. Okay, so that is the book. Um, we also started using Google Drive as our whiteboard. So we created this Google document that we called Cuaderno de Clase, which is our notebook. And this is what it looks like. So it has 3 columns, one for the word in Spanish. This is the date. And one for the English translation, and then another column for comments, which we use to provide sample sentences, such as in this case we were talking about volar, which could mean to fly or to blow something up, as in with explosives. And the reason being is that Jerry, who's from Scotland, was talking about Guy Fawkes and how Guy Fawkes blew up the Parliament. So you can see the sample sentence here: Guy Fawkes voló el Parlamento. So we started with this, a folder, a Spanish folder that we all shared because we all use Google Drive, full of resources, different resources. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on into the next video in which I will explain how we try to put or to make sense of all of these wonderful resources and put them in just one place where we could easily access them.